Hey everyone, welcome to day 26. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about coaching. So you may or may not know that I am a certified executive business coach and life coach. I've also been certified through Scentsy. So I have, two different styles of coaching that I have, well, three technically different coaching styles that I have been taught. And so I used to offer coaching one-on-one with my team members. And what I found was that they were getting really stressed out when it came time to coach with me. The reason for that is that they felt like they were failing me if they were not reaching their targets. Complete opposite would be true. If they weren't reaching their targets, they don't work for me. They work for themselves. And so I do still do some coaching with people who are wanting to work into being a director, star director, and superstar director, but I no longer really coach for people underneath director that are not interested in promoting to director. Or I will coach for a short time, and basically I'm trying to teach them how to coach themselves, because I think it's a really important quality to learn, is how to coach yourself. So one of the documents that I've created specifically for you guys, I've put in the printables under this section, and I'm going to do a quick screen share here and see if I can't walk you through this. Okay, so hopefully you all can see what I'm showing you here. So this is daily self-coaching. So you can print one of these off every day. You are your own business owner, your own boss. So if you prefer to do this on a weekly basis, that would be something that's totally up to you. I personally find that doing it daily helps you to be more accountable and actually will help you hit your targets sooner. So I did set it up as a daily, but you can opt to do weekly if you want to. If that works for you, great. Otherwise, I do recommend at least starting out with a daily self-coaching. So yeah, here you're going to start out, you're going to put in the date. I believe I've left enough room here for 3-hole punch if you want to start keeping this in a binder. I do find that there's value in that because as you start to go through and do these coaching, you start to see a pattern. I coach myself all the time. In fact, just last week or 2 weeks ago, I was on Instagram and I had posted in my stories that I was feeling really overwhelmed because I had so much on my plate. And I had been in kind of like a paralysis state for about 3 days where I just couldn't get past all the stuff that was in my office. It was such a mess. And so I actually coached the coach and I thought to myself, what would I coach somebody on right now? And what I would coach someone on who was in the exact same situation that I was feeling in that moment was to set an alarm for 10 minutes and just get as much as you can accomplish done in 10 minutes. And then if you're feeling up to it, you can like schedule another 10 minutes. I just use my iPhone and I set the timer for 10 minutes. But what I find, and I can't believe it took me 3 days to kind of come back to this, circle back, that's how overwhelmed I was that if you actually get into the habit of doing this 10-minute timer, you will accomplish a lot. So I do recommend that you do that. If you're brand new to self-coaching, this is a good place to start. Set yourself a timer. If your timer runs out and you're not finished, it's okay. You're learning something new. And as beginners, we've talked about this before, you never come out of the gate being an expert. You have to start out as a beginner. So let me take you through this. So here you're going to put in what your monthly goals are. So this is perfect timing because August is right around the corner. We're start of a new month. So you're going to put in what your monthly goals are. You're going to put in your sales goals, your booking goals, and your recruit goals. So for me, it would look something like 2,000 PRV, 4 bookings, and 4 recruits. That's a pretty standard one for me. And then we go over here to your weekly goals. And so this is going to change as you progress through the daily coaching, because if right now my weekly goal, because it's a brand new month, I'm just starting out, if I have 2,000 PRV for my monthly goal and I break that down into 4, then that's going to be 500 PRV, right? If I have 4 bookings that I want and I look at my bookings for the week, that's 1 that I need to book that week. If I'm looking at recruits and I want 4 recruits, then I break that down and I'm down to 1 a week. Now, where this comes, like at the beginning, it's obviously you're just dividing this by 4. But say you get to your second week and your monthly goal is 2,000, but you have 0. So then you have to make adjustments. So then you're going to divide the 2000 PRV, you're going to divide that into 3 now instead of into 4. Does that make sense? Then you're going to write down your current list of all your scheduled party dates and the host name or some hot leads that you have for that. So if you have a party booked for, Monday, August the 7th with Sally, you're going to put that in here. Okay. Who you talk to about joining your team. So you're going to put anyone who you have spoken to. Maybe you talked about a host exclusive starter kit that you're going to have available on Friday. Who have you spoken to about joining your team? You're just going to put their name here. And then if they said yes or no, or are they thinking about it, whatever your comments are. Okay. Then you're going to look here and you see, am I on track to promote or reach your goals by month end? So obviously at the beginning of the month, the first week of the first few days, of course, you're on track because you still have the rest of the month to go. If you are around the 15th of the month, it's a great time for you to do a self-reflection and see, okay, I am not at all on target to promote to whatever your title you want to promote to, or you're not going to reach your goals by month end. And the reason we do this on a daily basis is that it's constantly being put in your mind that you have these goals and these targets that you want to achieve. Again, you're in this group because you want to be learning how to make more money with your Scentsy business, and this is how you're going to do it. Okay. And then what do you need to adjust in order to meet your goal to promote? So if you want to promote to star consultant and you're currently a lead consultant and you're at 1200 PRV, then you take TWV, then you're going to take your TWV that you need, which is 2500, you're going to minus the 1250 and you're going to be balanced at 1250. So you need to stay on track. And the time to do this is not on the 30th and the 31st of the month. Okay, the time to be looking at this is every single day, because if you look at it every day, the adjustment that you need to make between where you are and where you need to be is a minor adjustment. Okay, if you get to the 30th and you're at 1250 TWV and you need to be at 2500 TWV, you will self-sabotage. You will tell yourself that it's an unworthy goal. You're not worthy of getting it. You're not going to try. You're going to tell yourself that you can't do it. And it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You will not do it because you're telling yourself that you can't and that you won't. Again, it goes back to mindset, which is the very first video that we did. Your mindset is everything. So then when you look at everything that we have on the list, on the sheet, you're going to see at the bottom, you're going to be able to easily break down what are your top 3 priorities based on the information above for today. So is it that you have to reach out to somebody and do a follow-up to get some more sales? Is it that you need to follow up with Sally, who you spoke to about hosting that party and you want to firm it up, or you want to do some hostess coaching? Is it, whoever that you talk to about joining your Scentsy team and you just want to follow up and say, what's the one thing kind of stopping you from joining my Scentsy team today? Find out this information and figure out what are your top 3 priorities based on your sales targets, your host targets, and your recruiting targets. So this is what I do for your daily self coaching. As far as doing your 3 top priorities, if you need to, you can set your timer for 10 minutes and zone in, because now you're not going, I don't know what to do with my business today. You've already broken it down. You know exactly what 3 things are your priority. You're going to set your timer for 10 minutes and you're going to go through those top 3 things. Okay. Of course, this is going to go alongside your 5 and 5 system. Critical that you do these things every day if you're wanting to make money with your Scentsy business. And this is going to facilitate your daily coaching sheet. If you have any questions, please drop them below. I know that self-coaching is probably new to most of you, but I wanted to just give you that guideline so that you can see what it's all about. And I look forward to chatting with you tomorrow. Have a great